Now we're going to look at 12 ideas for supportive adults to help a young person in foster care through the holidays. One foster club member, Sharina, says, if you can't be there on Christmas, just call to let me know you care. She wants to hear from her mother, her birth mother probably, or someone that cares. Number one, prepare the foster youth in your care for the holidays in your home. Have a discussion and talk to them about the family holiday customs that your family has. Do you celebrate over multiple days or just a main celebration? Are there religious customs or gifts exchanged? Lots of questions that your foster child may not know. I just spent a couple of minutes talking to Olivia about some of our plans here in the near future. What preparations need to be done in advance? Will there be visitors to the home? Will they be taken on visits to the homes of other family members? And in all of these events, will your youth be expected to participate? Know what to expect will help to decrease anxiety around the holidays. Avoid surprises and you will decrease seasonal tension. Jocelyn, age 22, another foster club member, writes, she was in foster care more than 10 years. My first year in foster care was the first year I ever got a stocking of my own and got to pick it out myself. It made me feel like one of the lucky kids in the movies. Second idea, prepare kids and families before you visit. Let people know in advance about new family members in your home. Surprising a host or hostess at the door with a new foster youth may set up an awkward situation, such as a scramble to set up an extra place at the table, making the young person feel like an imposition right from the start to the visit. Your preparation of friends should help cut down on the awkward but reasonable questions such as, who are you or where did you come from? The hardest thing was to sit around the Christmas tree in a room full of strangers and look at a package that says, to Sharday from Foster Mom. This is what Sharday wrote. She was in foster care for over 12 years. A third thing to help, remember confidentiality. You may receive well-intended but prying questions from those who visit over the holidays. If your young person is new to your home, it is natural that family members ask questions about your youth's background. Understand that questions are generally not meant to be insensitive or rude, but simply come from a place of not knowing much about foster care. Think in advance about how to answer these questions while maintaining your youth's confidentiality. Use the opportunity to educate your interested family and friends. Discuss with your young person how they would like to be introduced and what is appropriate to share about their history with your family and friends. Remember, they have no obligation to reveal their past. Fourth thing, arrange meeting your family in advance if possible. The hustle and bustle of the holidays can make it particularly chaotic for a young person to participate in your family traditions. Anxiety may run high for young people already, and the stress of meeting your relatives may be a lot to deal with. Oh, we all know that's true. If possible, you can arrange a casual meeting in advance of main events. If it is not possible or practical to meet beforehand, make a list of names of some of the people they'll meet and their connection to you. You can also encourage a quick call from relatives you plan to visit to deliver a personal message, or we are excited to meet you, so that your youth knows they will be welcome. How can you help? Donate. The young people of Foster Club are resilient and determined to change life in foster care, but they could use a little help from a friend like you. Make a donation at the fosterclub.org or call 503-717-1552 and make a donation today. Number 5, have extra presents ready to help offset differences. It should not be expected that all relatives purchase presents for your youth. Be prepared with other small gifts and for those family members that express concern over not having bought a gift. Offer one of your backups for them to place under the tree. Extra presents may be addressed from Santa, even for older youth, to help offset a large number of gifts other children may receive at the same time. Children often keep count of the number of gifts received, right or wrong, and use it to compare with other kids, so sometimes quantity is important. My foster daughter just said that she remembers last year in foster care she received 7 presents. Number 6, facilitate visits with loved ones. The holidays can be a busy time for everyone, including foster parents and caseworkers, but it is especially important during this time of the year to help your young person arrange for visits with loved ones. Don't allow busy schedules to mean the postponement of these important visits. Try to get permission for your youth to make phone calls to relatives. If long-distance charges are an issue, ask if calls can be placed from the foster care agency, or ask a local business or individual to donate by allowing the use of their phone. A youth may wish to extend holiday wishes to relatives and friends from an old neighborhood, but may need your help getting phone numbers together. Use the opportunity to help the youth develop their own address book. Jen, age 20, she was in foster care more than 10 years. She says, "My first holiday season was very difficult. It was living mostly with one family, and they planned to go see their son who was away at college. Feeling like the family dog that had to go to the kennel, I too was sent away to another family member's house." So she went to respite care. Another person, Skylar, age 24, been in foster care of 11 years. She writes, "I wish I could say holiday foster care experiences were warm and tingly and that I get all gushy inside, but to be honest, it stunk. I ended up feeling sad at night, and when I looked around me, I saw families that loved each other, but that love was apparent to whom it was directed, which wasn't me." Number 7, help them make sure their loved ones are okay. Young people may worry about their family members struggling through the holidays. If homelessness has been a regular issue, the winter season may bring cold weather and extreme hardship. Your youth may experience guilt if they feel a loved one is struggling while the youth, are living in comfort. Knowing that a biological parent or sibling has shelter from the cold or has their own basic needs met may ease a young person's mind through the always emotional holidays. Extend an invitation. It is safe and allowed by your foster care agency. If it is safe, consider extending an invitation to siblings or bio parents through the holidays. It need not be an invitation to your main holiday event. Consider a special dinner for your youth to celebrate with their loved ones. If this is not a possibility to do within your home, consider arranging a visit at a local restaurant. Ask the caseworkers if it would be appropriate for the visit to be unsupervised or if the supervision would suffice. Extending an invitation to their loved one only needs not signal to a young person that you support their bio family's lifestyle or choices. Rather, it tells a young person that you respect their wish to stay connected to family. You will also send a message to the youth that they aren't being put in a position to choose your family over their bio family, and that it is possible to have a relationship with all the people they care about. Aaron, age 24, been in foster care for 6 years, says, "Ask youth what they want to do for the holidays. Try to make that happen if the situation is a safe one. Be supportive of what they want." Number 9, understand and encourage your youth's own traditions and beliefs. Encourage discussion about the holiday traditions your young person experienced prior to being in foster care, or even celebrations they like while living with other foster families. Incorporate your traditions the youth cherishes into your own family celebration, if possible. Use the opportunity to investigate the youth culture and research customary traditions. If the young person holds a religious belief different from yours, or if their family did, check into the traditions customarily surrounding those beliefs. Number 10, assist in purchasing or making holiday gifts or in sending cards to their family and friends. Allow young people to purchase small gifts for their relatives or help them craft homemade gifts. Help send holiday cards to those they want to stay connected with. The list of people that your youth wishes to send cards and gifts to should be left completely to the youth, although precautions may be taken to ensure safety. For example, a return address may be left off the package, or use the address of the foster care agency in compliance with any court orders. A person from Michigan who'd been in foster care for 4 years, JJ, wrote, "Each year we lose the smiles on our faces because the holidays remind my siblings and me how much we're not like everyone else. All of us do poorly in school, we tend to get in trouble, and we all seem to argue and fight over meaningless things. Although I was unaware of it at time, I was denied visitations with my grandparents. I lived with before going to my first foster home at the age of 3. At the time, I didn't know that I was missing out on family that wanted to see me. I mostly felt as if I didn't have a family who wanted me or cared enough to find me." This is what Crystal wrote from Wisconsin. She was in foster care for 7 years. Number 11, understand if they pull away. Despite your best efforts, a young person may simply withdraw during the holidays. Understand that this detachment most likely is not intended to be an insult or reflection of how they feel about you, but rather is their own coping mechanism. Allow for downtime during the holidays that will allow the youth some time to themselves if they need it, although some youth would prefer to stay busy to keep their mind off of other things. You will need to make a decision based on your knowledge of the young person. Be sure to fit in one-on-one time, personal time for your youth and you to talk through what they are feeling during this emotional and often confusing time of the year. Call youth who formerly lived with you. The holidays can be a particularly tough time for youth who have recently aged out of foster care. They may not have people to visit or a place to go for the holiday. In addition, young people commonly struggle financially when they first leave foster care. A single phone call may lift their spirits and signal that you can continue to care for them and treasure their friendship. Be sure to include these youth on your own holiday card list. A small token gift or gift basket or homemade holiday goodies may be especially appreciated.